It is a Wednesday evening. I just made it. I was just on someone else's live. I was on Brookridge Community Church's live with Pastor Russ because there was a little competition. And I just want to say, Bay State, your pastor won. I won it. He just would name parts of a Christmas song, and then you had to come up with the title. I didn't get them all, but I did get enough to win. Actually, it was 10-9. It got quite close there for a little bit. All right, let's see who's here. John Chase. Greetings and salutations. Oh, someone's watching on YouTube. Sweet. All right, let me do the commercials. Let's see. Like and share. What else we got? Prayer requests and praises in the comments. Tell us what God's doing. I'm all for, I want you to know in 2023, and actually right now, I'm starting to collect. I want to collect all the positive. Tell me what God's doing, and I will rejoice with you. I'll be in prayer. I'll do it all if you hand me the positive as well as the other stuff, okay? We are now on YouTube, which again, someone is watching us from YouTube. I believe that is Evan. We're doing Christmas at the movies. I very much have enjoyed our series. It made me a little nervous, which is great. And I think I got the hang of it. I pulled out some Ecclesiastes, said there's nothing new under the sun, and there's no new stories. And a lot of stories you do see in the movies are actually just Bible stories. And so you pull those principles out, and they are not laws. You can break the law, but you cannot break a principle. You can only break against a principle. And I've really enjoyed it, so much so that I've actually spot checked the messages on YouTube to make sure, because when I enjoy something this much, I feel like it's sinful, and I got to check where my heart is, and I've enjoyed it. This Sunday, well, let's see. Let's do this. Boom. Is Christmas Eve service, which is Saturday, December 24th, of course. We are having a 7 o'clock service here at our church. Yes, a 7 o'clock service. I will be doing my best. If you can hear this, I have a cold, of course, and so breathing at night is not awesome. Matter of fact, right now, I'm very medicated, and Dayquil is a wonderful thing, and I'm going to go home and take NyQuil. And but, of course, I'm doing all the music on my guitar. I have some carols picked out. I've asked Brian McGrath to bring a devotional, and he's ready. He's ready. So we're going to do that. There'll be a nice night together on Christmas Eve. Yes, it's 7 o'clock, and I have pastor friends I've checked with, and there's just you can actually literally do a Christmas Eve service at 10 o'clock on Saturday at a church of a friend of mine. And then there's like one at 1 and 3 and 5. And so we're at 7. And yeah, I know it's Christmas Eve, but again, I have this thing. It's about Jesus. So if you can't make it, by all means, try to choose one of the services. On Christmas Day, we will be having service. Let me put that up because it's the 25th and it's a Sunday. And so we're not changing the time either. It's 10 o'clock like normal. And there was this, well, no, I won't tell you that. There was discussion today about something. But so we're having the 24th at 7, and then we have the 25th at 10 a.m. I've heard talk of hot chocolate and cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon buns, same thing. It's going to smell good in there. I'll tell you what, the last few weeks it smelled like popcorn in there. I love that. And so that's wonderful. So, and again, this Sunday, because of Christmas, we're going to do It's a Wonderful Life, which I'm sorry, if you can't find biblical principles in It's a Wonderful Life, you need to watch it again, because that is just a wonderful, wonderful movie. All right. Love Jimmy Stewart. Love him, love him, love him. Let's see. The beard must be Christmas magic. Yes. Oh, hi, Steve. Hi, Lee. Mr. McGrath just left here and he's home. Look at you. Russ Greenwood, he let me win tonight, his contest against his people. I hope they allow me to come and speak again. I did beat them pretty bad. Actually, it was close. His mom started coming out with some great answers. All right. Isn't this nice? I was just telling Pastor Russ this is my winter home because I'm in the ministry. And you know how lucrative that is. All right. And let's see. Looks like you're at Tim and Andrea's house. Actually, it does, doesn't it? Oh, son of a gun. Shannon, hello. Tracy. Cozy Cabin. Yes, ma'am. Oh, there's Gail. I will do my best to celebrate Christmas, Gail. I'm looking forward to it. At least you didn't gloat after your victory. All right, I might have gloated a little bit. I always tell people I'm not competitive. Actually, the truth is I'm just competitiveness doesn't look good on me. Let's just say it that way. All right. Well, I'm going to do a little devotion out of my devotional. And I've been doing a devotion with some of the guys. That was cool. And actually, if you guys are out there, and I have about 10 guys doing a Christmas devotional with me. And did you read it? I just read it actually about an hour ago here in the office, and it was fascinating. Hey, Ethan, watch it on YouTube. Go, boy. And the story started, the devotional started that this boy was eating during a Christmas pageant or something, was eating pirate booty, if you know what that is. Pirate booty, it's kind of like it's a crunchy snack. And and the choir was singing "Oh Holy Night," and when they got to that big climactic, an "Oh Night Divine," the kid yelled out, "I want more booty." Which reminded me of a story. One time years ago, at the beginning of Bay State, we were in a little tiny facility on the second floor of a building. We had about 2,500 square feet. Was that about right? Yeah, give or take. And we had a group come in and they sang for us. Actually, it was a group from Granite United. And they did a little Christmas thing for us. And there was a kid in the audience who was playing. Actually, it was my kid, now that I think of it. And he had a He-Man action figure. And it was a great night. The atmosphere was wonderful, and it dwindled down. It just was perfect, and the environment was great. And for an invitation to invite people to Jesus, and all of a sudden, He-Man yells out right then, "I have the power," which was very apropos. Frankly, it was good timing. I have the power. So, very thankful for your challenge this weekend. Make Philippians 2 my goal for 2023. How's that going? Some of you took my challenge, which was awesome, because we're doing all things without complaining and murmuring. And I have spent my time since Sunday just paying attention, because, boy, man, we all have something to say, don't we? So, and everybody else is always wrong. It's so weird. And so this devotional, let me see if I can bring up your Bible. Boing. Oh, no. There I am. You want to see all this. All right. It's itchy. All right. And let me bring up my Bible so I can see it. This is Matthew 1, verses 22 to 25. And all of this occurred to fulfill the Lord's message through his prophet. Look, the virgin will conceive a child, and she will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. When Joseph woke up, he did as the angel of the Lord commanded and took Mary as his wife, but he did not have sexual relations with her until her son was born, and Joseph named him Jesus. Wow, that's the NLT translation of that, which I don't think I've ever read. And it's because I always get stuck on this. People love the virgin. I love this. Ever since I was in Bible college, critics, the word virgin can be translated young woman, so it's not really this virgin birth. Well, for one thing, if it's not a virgin birth, it wouldn't be a sign. But because women have babies, but a virgin, not so much. And I've always my stand on that whole argument has always been through the years. We're talking the Bible was written in a time when a young woman and a virgin were the same thing. And we have just Americanized it and says, see? But then right here it says, oh, wait a minute. There was no sexual relations. So at any rate, behold, the virgin will be with child and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is translated, God is with us. A man by Van Sickle wrote a Christmas poem in 1910 entitled, All Hail to Thee, Emmanuel. The same year, the noted Christian composer Charles Gabriel put it to music. Soon churches were singing it, not realizing that its author, Van Sickle, was not a believer in Christ, which I think is fascinating. And he wrote it purely out of sentiment. But years later, he was in a service where the choir sang his poem, and he was convicted of sin and he gave his heart to Christ after hearing his own carol about Emmanuel, God with us. So God is with you when you awaken in the morning, whether you feel fresh or groggy. I love this. I did read this earlier today, and I've woken up groggy. I am medicated, but you take away sleep from me. I have. You ever experienced this? Is you go horizontal and everything just fills up and you stop breathing, and that makes you sit up, and it's hard to sleep sitting up. But so pray for me. I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna sing on Saturday rather. God is with you when you awaken in the morning, whether you feel fresh or groggy. Amen to that. My God is consistent. He is faithful. I was thinking of singing that actually. Great is thy faithfulness. I love that song. He's with you in difficulties and duties. He never leaves, never abandons, never moves. He surrounds you with mercy as with a shield. His everlasting arms are beneath you. His spirit is within you. His plans are before you. And his peace is no more than a millimeter from your mind if you'll only remind yourself, Emmanuel, God with you. And this is how some of Van Sickle's poem is. All hail to thee, Emmanuel. We cast our crowns before thee. Let every heart obey thy will and every voice adore thee. I don't think I've ever heard that song. But imagine ending up being a writer of a hymn, and then you get saved. That's an interesting story. All right, guys. I hope that meant something. That was our Christmas devotion time. And I do have, let's see if I can bring it up. Boing. I got to share my screen with y'all. Boo, 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 boo. How about this one? It is that time again. A little Christmas feud. All right. Now the rules are as follows. I'm going to get to the cutoff. All right. Phil Becker says he saw Sandy today. You might have. I've been here most of the time. I had an early breakfast with some pastor friends of mine, and then I went home, showered up, and came to work. And this is kind of my long day. Now Sandy gets around, no doubt about it. Very thankful for your challenge. Oh no, okay. All right, so ready? Here is how this is gonna go. I'm going to try to keep up. I usually do these things with Sandy so she can watch your comments and I can watch the screen. And I can't promise that's going to work out, but hey, let's change this up. And woo, there it is. All right. And it's awful small on my screen. So this one's an easy one. This is not top 4 answers are on the board. Now, don't think just Christmas, but here. Name something people decorate. Name something people decorate. Now I will try to keep up. Decorate the lawn. That's a good one. Decorate houses. House. Well, Michelle got one. Oh, Andrea got it. Yard's not on here. All right, decorate a car. Decorate a house. Decorate trees. Number 1 answer, Shannon. Oh, and Brian McGrath. What else did they decorate? Decorate a car. Cake, Lee. All right. And one more. Don't think Christmas. Think another holiday. You decorate these on another holiday. Halloween. Oh, Andrea, she's got it. Very nice. Eggs. And so Lee comes up with it as well. Pumpkins. Oh, that's interesting, but no. All right. That was just a trial. That was a slow pitch. Oh, Russ pulls it out. And so does the good Brian. All right, let's try a harder one, shall we? I think. What do we got? Oh, these are top 4 answers as well. Name something. Oh my goodness, it's so small. Let me make this screen bigger. Name something Mrs. Claus would leave the North Pole to escape from. Four answers on the board. They're out of order, but name something Mrs. Claus might leave the North Pole to escape from. Annoying elves. Santa. Sweet. The cold is John Chase, the number one answer. Excuse me. And the heat. It's a little specific, Brian, but not. Lee says reindeer poo. I am going to go with reindeer for 3 points. All right. And you get all the points over there. I didn't get points last time. Those are Lee's points over there. All right. We're flying now. Do. What does that say? Oh. All right. Now, this top 7 answers are on the board. So obviously it's not all of them, but name a popular Christmas carol or song. Excuse me. Name a popular Christmas carol or song. Silent Night. Go Michelle. And Phil. Oh, Jingle Bells. Yep. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, yes. Who did that? Silent Night. Russ got that. The Grinch. Nope. Oh, Christmas Tree. Oh, Holy Night is my favorite, John, but it's not on here. I don't know why. Joy to the World, Brian McGrath. White Christmas. That should be on here too, and it's not. Rudolph? No. Think of another character, though, if you would. All I Want for Christmas Is You? No, that's not on here either. Frosty the Snowman. Andrea, number 2. And number 1. Michelle pulls out Frosty. The Hanukkah. The one that mentions Spock and Captain Kirk, both Jewish. I'll Be Home for Christmas. I love that song, but it's not on here. One of these last 2 answers, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, is number 1, Andrea. And the last one that you don't see there, number 6, is sung most famously by Burl Ives as the snowman on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Remember, he was and it's not silver and gold, by the way. Merry Christmas, darling. I think you might want to get in your Wayback Machine and come back, John. No, that's a great song, actually. John Chase pulls it out. He figured it out. Nice. All right. We are flying along. I have a couple more. 6 answers on the board. Name something people associate with Santa. This might take a minute. Have a jolly, jolly Christmas. Go, Russ. It's officially Holly Jolly. Name something usually associated with Santa. White beard. No. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's the last answer. Presents. Someone said toys. Candy cane. Sorry. Big belly. Nope. Pipe. Sleigh. Stockings. No. Oh, reindeer. We got another one. Red suit. No. Number 2 and number 3. Fireplace. Nice try. Naughty or nice. Nice try. Presents was number 1, Brian McGrath. Christmas. It's true. Stockings. These 2 are people. One's a specific person. The other one, let's just say, are his coworkers. Cookies, nice try. Do. Mrs. Claus, Brian McGrath, and Michelle. And who are his coworkers? Leah got it. Very nice. All right. You guys are doing good. Oh, I have one more. One more. Top 5 answers on the board. What does this say? Oh, name something people do on Christmas Day. Name something people do on Christmas Day. John said Elvis. I'm going to put that up so everybody can see that, John, because you deserve that. Yes, Santa and Elvis. All right. Oh, I'm missing. Tim said dinner. Open gifts is number 1. Eat with family, Brian McGrath. I'm going to say see family, visit family, Phil. Oh, go to church. Made the list. And this last one, I would like to be doing right now. Open gifts was number 1, Steve. Sleep. Boing. There you go, Tim. All right, we did it. We did it. All right, guys. All right, all right. So, again, we have Christmas Eve at 7 here at the church, Bay State Baptist Church, 337 Boston Road. Invite someone to be with you. Sometimes you may actually meet some people that we're their vacation church for this season. They come into town to visit family, and they come to our church on Christmas Eve. We also have Christmas Day, which, again, we're doing Christmas at the movies. We're doing It's a Wonderful Life, and there'll be cinnamon rolls or cinnamon buns, depends how you look at it. So we're the toys that they can't put together. John, this is not confession time. That looks like my house in the background. That's what someone said earlier. Let's see. So Christmas Eve at 7, Christmas morning at 10, hot chocolate. And I'm looking forward to it. If you would keep me in prayer, I'd appreciate it. Tim was in the office, not that long ago, heard my voice, and he has volunteered his wife, Andrea, as the backup singer if I can't sing. And he said, but you can play, right? So it's going to be quite the next couple of weeks. A week from Sunday is New Year's Day, which for those of you who don't know is my birthday. And I get it off every year, and Tim will be speaking and kind of doing a recap and kind of pointing us in the direction of 2023, which I'm very excited about personally. Hey, AJ. AJ, you got it right. I don't know why it's just showing up now, but you got it right. And thank you, Lee. I'll be all right. I just can't breathe. It's overrated anyway. All right. Wow, look at the time. I still have like 6 minutes. What's up with you guys? I'm gonna start coughing up some unidentifiable stuff. Good times. Yes. And Brian Spicer calls at midnight to wish him a happy birthday. Little does Tim know that he's the only one who does that to me. Him and his wife. They call me. I answer the phone, and they sing happy birthday to me at the top of their lungs. Thank you, Shannon. And if you want to do that, I'm probably up. There was one year I forgot to turn my ringer back on, and Tim took that very personally. So I actually stay up for Tim because he's very sensitive. And I'm going to be a whopping 56. I'm a little younger than Pastor John. And the great part about that is, as I always will be. And yet you still answer the phone. I do. Because, John, I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big deal. So 56. Well, Shannon, you just had a birthday. Shall we discuss that over the air here? Shannon actually told me on Sunday she's 29 again. He loves it. There it is. The truth has come up. Still older than me. That is a fact. Kids today. Stinking kids today. Well, again, looking forward to 2023. I have some plans. I have some goals. I don't have resolutions. I have some goals, which is different than a dream. Matter of fact, and it's different than a vision. I don't really do visions anymore. I don't even like talk about it anymore. So much has been written about that. Tim is a sensitive soul. He is. He very much is. You a year older than my dad. Oh, Michelle. I hope you're coming Sundays because I've never done church discipline before. That'll be fun. I've heard that at 60 things do go down. Hey, I took my medicine this morning, John. You? Not by much. No, ma'am. So even so, come Lord Jesus. That's what I say. All right, guys. It is 7:57. It has been good to play with you and do a little devotion time. And Pastor Russ, thank you for inviting me to Brookridge Live. That was fun. And it's so much fun to win. I only won by 1, which is a close margin. And I think because I didn't see AJ playing that much, so she probably would have buried me. We are, but I was trying to compliment you and say you're not that old. Well, thank you. Thank you for fixing that, Michelle. Well, no doubt about it. I am not as young as I used to be. I even have grandchildren now. And that is a blast. I love that. So, and Russ. Oh, hey guys, Brookridge is in Haverhill. He's going to do a Christmas Eve service at 10 a.m. in the morning on Saturday, which is Christmas Eve. I know that was redundant, but in case you can't make 7 o'clock at our church, I would recommend Russ Greenwood III at 10 a.m. My oldest grandson turned 17 today. Wow, John, how old are you? 17, dude. Seriously? I have trouble with my kids, and well, you have one, is like in their 30s. What is that all about? That's just crazy talk. I was actually telling some guys, some pastor friends of mine this morning over breakfast, the kids of my church, literally the kids of my church, are in their 30s. Because I look at them and I still think they're kids. I had a plumber come to my house. He used to be in our Sunday school. I don't know how old he is, but he has his own business. What happened? And he's taller than me now. And that's when we just stopped talking. I keep telling people you're 53. Well, thank you, Evan. That'll come in handy. Oh, well, one of my goals is to slim down in the new year because I just need to for health reasons, frankly. Jody turned 40 in May. Zach is 39? I would not have guessed that. All right. And the twins are 11. You have the spectrum. I have, I don't want to guess and get it wrong. I always get it wrong. If I did all the math, but I have a 16-year-old who hasn't got her license yet. And I have the older two have kids and families of their own. And my youngest son is married and lives in Colorado and doing things for Jesus out there. So life is good. It's just, whew. So anybody have special plans for Christmas Day other than coming to church, of course? Hope you're feeling much better for Christmas Eve. I will do my best. The Brown family. I had a good time with you guys the other day in that small group. That was good. That was a lot of fun. I forgot how many stories I have, and those stories that I shared are now funny. They weren't funny at the time, but they are funny now. And so, all right, guys, I am going to head out. It is 8 o'clock sharp, which would be probably my first time. So I'm going to wait till a minute passes. Love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And if I don't, I want you to know Merry Christmas. And I'm looking forward to 2023 with you. I'll talk to you guys.